Wow. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. Wow. I could never have imagined the response to a video that I did yesterday. I think it really proves a lot around what people hear, what they want to hear, and what they don't want to hear. I'm going to address briefly that video and then also talk to you all about the fact that Meghan is really afraid of going back to the United Kingdom, but it says so much more about her and all the things that she does. Everything that she does comes down to how she is responding to going back to the United Kingdom because Harry wants to go back. And I think it says a lot about her and it proves some things about her. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit of everything. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. So I want to address the viral video that I did yesterday and say that people need to understand that I am my own woman. I don't succumb to anybody's wishes. I do what I want to do. I'm not influenced by people to do something because they're making a recommendation. The fact is Patricia, p-dina, heard something and I talked about what I heard. See, a lot of people forget that I lived in LA for a little over 10 years. I was in the entertainment industry. I did a little bit of everything there, and I worked for like one of the #1 PR firms in Los Angeles. So I do have relationships. I do know people. And so when I choose to do something, it's because I'm doing it. Like, I had a whole professional career. I worked in the entertainment industry. Like, I know some people. And so, no, I wasn't influenced, or no one told me to talk about the story that I spoke about yesterday, and just like listen. Like, some of you that are really loyal followers of mine, you were so wonderful in your comments, and you just said either you believed it or you didn't believe it, and you moved on with it. But some people, they want to hear what they want to hear, and they didn't really listen. You didn't really listen to what I actually said. And that is such a wake-up call for me as someone that has a YouTube channel. And I think, you do have to be a little bit more critical. Sometimes you have to be just really critical in your thinking and understand, first of all, I'm not a journalist. I'm here to give my opinion. And I speak about stories that are out there. And I speak about things that I would have heard. So I just wanted to put that out there because we need to take a step back and not assume that I'm saying something that I didn't say. Okay, so I just wanted to address that, and thank you to like, a lot of you were very sweet and positive, and some believed it, some didn't. Okay, big deal, move on. Okay, I'm here to give my opinion, and I think if you really listened to what I said, you would have gotten the overarching point that I was trying to make. And it kind of goes along with what I'm talking about today because it is a pretty serious matter. It really is. Because the stories that are coming out now that I'm seeing, and just so you know, this story has been talked about by a lot of people in the news media. And they're saying, Meghan has made herself very clear about her feelings around the royal family amid Harry's reunion to go back to the United Kingdom. So Meghan gave new tension to Prince Harry amid his efforts to reconcile with the royal family. For the unversed, they're saying that the Duchess of Sussex recently appeared on the podcast Aspire with Emma Grede. The host went on to say that if she rewrote differently the public narrative about herself, in response, she said,
I wonder if you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch. Is there anything that you would do differently? Yes, I would ask people to tell the truth.
I'll ask people to tell the truth. And I've mentioned this before, but I think that was so telling because especially when you look at the relationship that Meghan has with Harry, Meghan's response to how she would do things differently was to tell you people, tell the truth about me because she's done nothing wrong. Meghan has done nothing wrong, and everything is about other people. And you see, that's a problem for someone that cannot recognize their own faults, their own individuality as having maybe contributed to the problems that she has currently, even with her husband. Because Meghan is not there for Harry. Harry is on a deserted island, not knowing how to swim because he's in the real world now, right? He's in the real world. He doesn't know how to swim. He's on an island, and his wife simply has left him on that island, and she booked. She got out of Dodge, and she doing her own thing as ever. Girlfriend, here I come, okay? That's what she's doing. That's what is so important to her. And all these other things. She ain't worried about Harry. You think Meghan care about Harry? Hence why I believe what I said in my video yesterday. This man has issues. He's got problems. And the last person that he needs to be alone on an island with is Meghan, because she will do exactly what I think she will do. And she will desert this man and she will leave him. Now, that does not mean that I'm feeling sorry for Harry, that I feel like, oh, that's wrong. Why's she doing that to Harry? No. Harry gets what he gets because he's a grown man. Okay? So Meghan is all about what she wants to do. This is why she tells people to tell the truth about her. And what if she could go back and tell people to tell the truth about her? What is that going to do? Are people going to go, oh, okay, we're going to tell the truth about you, Meghan Markle. Do over. Meghan can't take accountability for herself. She can't even acknowledge that she has failures. She talked about how she doesn't see failure. And if that ain't nothing but a load of crazy, wacky malarkey, I don't know what is. Okay? So we can see there is a problem. There is a big problem. She went on to say that a lie can't live forever. 8 years is a long time, but not forever, which has been said to be a subtle swipe at the royal family, considering that she believes that they're probably lying around her. They're not telling the truth about her. But Meghan has revealed who she is, and people have simply, the reporters, the journalists have reported on Meghan's behavior, and they have, I believe, told about her actions. And so Meghan, yet again, does not want to really acknowledge any of her own shortcomings. And this is a big problem for somebody who is trying to have accomplishments, because if you can't acknowledge your failures, if you can't acknowledge and see things from a perspective of growth or doing better or making changes, you're going to continually fall on this path of just falling down, but you never see yourself falling down. So you're going to keep getting up and falling down, keep getting up and falling down. It's like Meghan's like, she gets up, she's like, I didn't fall down. And then she falls down. I didn't fall down. And then she falls down. I didn't fall down. Like, she's just going to keep repeating it over and over again. Like, what do they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Like, Meghan is not, like I said, going to find any success with whatever she is trying to accomplish. I think this, as ever, is just one of many things that she wants to do. And being a good wife to her husband is not one of them. Or these children, for that matter. Because she certainly is failing the children in this very moment. She's failed her staff. She's failed a lot of people, her family. You know, and this is why I think people are so consumed with it, because they just can't believe it. It's like one of the biggest disasters of all time watching it. It really is. It's going to end badly. It really is. And it could be in badly in a few different ways. And one of them is I spoke about yesterday. Meghan is the reason why Harry is where he's at. Meghan is the reason why her children are being failed in this very moment. Meghan is the reason why all of these things that are happening that are not good are happening. Meghan, I believe, is the reason. This royal commentator, Lee Cohen, also went on to say that Meghan It means that despite claiming that she has moved on, her bitterness is still present, but she has nothing to be bitter against but her own disgraceful behavior. And it is disgraceful. No one's interested in Meghan's brand. No one's interested in Meghan's podcast. No one's interested in anything this woman does unless it's around the royal family. So she has to create these problems with the royals so that she seems somewhat interesting to people, that she has a purpose. Because if she's able to go back to the United Kingdom and live happily ever after and doing that whole royal thing, her life is meaningless, because it's not really about helping people. It's not really about supporting your husband in this family that he is a part of. It's not about just getting along with your family despite you may not like some things. That's too boring for her. That's not interesting. So Meghan wants to create problems, and she does it to find her own relevance. She doesn't want to do the right thing, to be that person who just is trying to do good in the world, because sometimes you have to suppress your own desires to have that good outcome, just to be able to get along and to not cause problems and to do right by people that you love. And that's something Meghan is not willing to do. And that is a really big problem, especially when you're on a world stage and you are looked at by so many people. And the fact that you continue to do wrong things, your behavior is so egregious, that the fact that you continue to act the way you are acting on this global stage shows so much about your character and your intentions and your mindset. It's extremely flawed, and it should be concerning, especially for someone that is raising children. I just can't see it being a good thing for the people that are in her circle. He goes on to say that it's important to know that Meghan's dig at the firm came after her husband publicly expressed his desire to make amends with his father, King Charles. Most recently, we know that Meghan reported that the Duke of Sussex plans to attend the Invictus Games, and he is going to be inviting the royal family. I don't know why he had to say he was going to invite the royal family. I don't know that they would even want to attend, considering there's been no growth, no apology from Meghan and Harry about what they did to the royal family. I mean, it's just a mess. And it all comes down to this, folks. It all really comes down to this. It comes down to Meghan not willing to do the right thing because she is selfish, and she is not there to be this person that is about making the world a better place. You think about it, she's made a lot of things really bad. And I can't see that the royal family will ever be able to continue to accomplish the things that they're trying to accomplish without having that woman in their backsides all the time with her negativity and her fake and false allegations and her constant jealousy of Catherine, who is struggling with her health, and the king. Like who does that? Who treats people like this? You knew what you were getting into, but yet and still you made that choice because it's about your selfish desires of global stardom, making money, and at the demise of all the people around you. That's essentially what it comes down to. And that's really a sad thing. But it's like, at this point, girl, you made your bed, you got to sleep in it. You've done the deeds. You need to atone for your sins, what you have done. She'll never find success with As Ever. This is why her podcast, she's never doing that again. The girl knows that her focus has to be on her trying to make it and keep trying to rise to the top. Because all Harry can do at this point is bring her down with him wanting to go back to the United Kingdom. And she ain't got time for that, y'all. I'm telling you, Meghan does not have time for Harry and wanting to go back to the United Kingdom, because that is so not on her agenda of where she is going with her life. Because this is what she cares about. And this is what this royal expert has said. It's a sad tale of desperation and tireless rebranding, and says that her association with the royals, basically it keeps her in the headlines. Because that, my friends, is the one thing that Meghan Markle really cares about. That's right. Okay, I think I've said everything I need to say in this video. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.